In this video, I'm going to give you a tour of my home gym and talk you through some home gym essentials. Hello YouTube fam and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in fantastic shape. And there's no reason why we can't do that in our 40s and 50s and beyond. And I want to help you achieve that. And one of the questions I get asked a lot about is what kind of equipment you need for your home. So I thought I'd give you a tour of my home gym and give you my home gym essentials. I've got a pull-up bar, you can see that there, and that is absolutely brilliant. I love my pull-up bar. And then walking into the office, you can see that's my office area there. And you can see this is kind of my recording studio as well. So I don't have a great deal of space. And what I have is I have a cupboard with all my weights. So everything just fits in that tiny little cupboard. And then I have a drawer which has got all the rest of my equipment. So everything goes into that one space. So you can see I'm pretty limited for space, aren't I? And I don't have a massive amount of equipment. I mean, this video was called a home gym tour, but that's kind of in a very loose sense, isn't it? And I spent 6 months of 2020 using equipment that I had at home. And when I first started out, I actually had very little because it was really hard to get hold of any gym equipment in the UK. I'll take you through what my must-haves are. I'll take you through some other equipment that you can start adding in as and when you want to. So the first thing to say is you don't need a great deal to start off with in terms of home equipment. There's 4 essential things that I recommend you need. The first thing is a set of dumbbells. Now I call these my girls' dumbbells because they're very light in weight. They're also pink and they match my outfit, don't they, today? These are actually 4 kilos, which is 10 pounds. So they're a pretty good weight and all-rounder to do whatever you need to do with these. This is all I had at the start of the pandemic and I got by just on these. The next thing is get yourself a resistance band, and there are kind of 2 types of resistance bands that I like, and this one is one that goes all the way round and it doesn't have a handle. And if you're going to choose between the 2 I'm going to show you, I would get this one because it's really flexible on what you can do to it. I mean, you can add it into kind of weights, you can use it with a pull-up bar to support you, and then you can just use it on its own. So it is really flexible and really useful. The other type of resistance band is this one with a handle, and they're really good, really useful. You can do a lot of exercises with these, and you know, it's quite useful to have. If you can stretch to both of those, then that's absolutely fantastic. Next, I have a set of glute bands, and these are great, adding them into a squat, doing glute bridges, that kind of thing. And if you're using weights and then you add this in, just gives you that extra resistance. So I'll show you one of them. This is a sort of pack that comes in 3 sizes. And you can see that that's what it looks like. So, you know, they're very inexpensive and a really useful piece of equipment to have at home. Next up, for my cardio, I absolutely love having skipping ropes or jump rope. This one has a thick rope, so it's easier for beginners. And this one you can use for speed work, and that's really more for somebody that's got some experience of jump rope. So that's the one that I tend to use because I know I can really do some good speed work with that. But you do have to be careful because they're quite painful painful, these ones, if they hit you, because they've got wire inside, so you can kind of end up with marks on your skin. So I would recommend that you start off with one of these if you're new to jump rope. I don't have a treadmill, I don't have an elliptical. I thought about getting something like that, and I thought it's just going to take up so much space. You can get your cardio exercise by going out walking outside. You can do jump rope or something like sprint training outside as well. There's no need to have something like a treadmill or a cardio piece of equipment if you don't have much space in your home. I'm just going to take you through now some of the other equipment which you can start to add to that essential equipment once you've got going with strength training at home. And what I have here is I just have some extra dumbbells. You start getting a bit stronger on your legs. That's 10 kilos, so they're 22 pounds. And when you start getting stronger on your legs, you really need to kind of start pushing the weight up to get any benefit from it. I have got some 35-pound dumbbells, which is 16 kilos. They might be a bit too heavy for the average person, but I just need something that's really heavy. The other thing that I've just got recently is this Bowflex kettlebell. You can adjust this kettlebell from £6 to £40, which is about 18 kilos. And a kettlebell isn't absolutely essential at first, but it's a good thing to add to your repertoire. If you're regularly working out at home, then it's quite a good idea to start adding kettlebells in. A piece of equipment that I absolutely love, and out of all these additional things that I've talked about, is probably the number one thing that I would add in after your essential. And that's a weighted vest. So this happened to me last year during the first wave of the pandemic. I couldn't get hold of any more dumbbells, so I just had my pink girls dumbbells. And what I did is I added in this weighted vest. Now this one's 8 kilos, which I think is about 17 or 18 pounds, but it's around about 10 to 15% of your body weight. And I will put a link in the description to this and all the other equipment that I've talked about where you can get it on Amazon, so you can purchase it yourself. But I found this to be absolutely amazing. You can also use it for going out walking, which is going to make it a bit more like hill walking. So it's going to add an extra level of difficulty, get your heart rate going more. It's fantastic for that. I use it for walking, and I use it to add in extra weight to my strength training sessions as well. Another thing that I have, which I can't really call equipment because it's not specifically gym equipment, is I have a small bench here, and that's great for doing step ups, for doing dips, that kind of thing. So it's always good. I've used a coffee table in the past, or you can just go out and buy a dedicated gym bench, but you need something like that for home so that you can do some of those exercises. I'm going to show you my pull-up bar. Don't be afraid of a pull-up bar, even if you can't do a pull-up. I'm just going to show you how to put the band on the bar. So you can see the pull-up bar there. It's a very inexpensive one from Amazon, and I will link this in the description. And then what I'm going to do, you can see I've got the band there. I'm going to loop it round. So you can see now it's hanging down, and I'll show you how to perform the exercise. I've got the band there, and then I'm going to just put my foot in, and then it's supporting me as I'm pulling myself up. And you can use a really thick band if you're not confident, and then keep reducing the size of the band. All that equipment can be found on Amazon, and I'll put some links in the description. And I hope you found that video useful and insightful, because I believe you don't need a ton of equipment to get in really good shape. What you actually need is a good mental attitude. So if you like this video, please do give it the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and get the bell notification so you're notified when my videos first drop. And do also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok, where I do daily posts and give lots of information to help you as a woman over 40 get in fantastic shape.